Warning: the following interview contains themes that may or may not offend you, cause irritation, chafing, temporary erectile dysfunction, feelings of slight, and possible cringe. If you are sensitive, exit now and call your doctor and request more information on how you can remove that stick up your ass. Otherwise, proceed to the following ass hattery and enjoy. Coming to the scene in June of 2021, Tokn hit the YouTube community with his hit parody, Alkaline, by sliptokn. Spotted and reviewed by a vocal coach, Tokn's immense talents were hard to go unnoticed. In 2021, Tokn was slightly shy and a little docile, minimally tone deaf, had rigor mortis-like movements, and was very limited in the sex appeal department. Wearing only a white scribbly paper napkin or paper plate draped in a black ripped tablecloth or curtain, either or, wrapped gently with a little bit of twine string, like a beautiful little package unclaimed under the fake plastic Christmas tree. Not to mention, leaving the fangirls thirsty with only peekaboo glimpses of his waggling tongue and palms. That's it. Now in 2025, Tokn has exploded like a fluffy popcorn kernel with massive upgrades to his music productions. He has now filmed in the following of places: living room, storage shed, the kitchen, the tub, the loo room or bathroom, the backyard, an egg-hanging chair, a small bridge-like thing, the front yard, his neighborhood street, his shower, and now in a wonderland of pink dust. He is now entertaining us with full-length, full-frame videos with richer sound quality, quirkier lyrics that we can now sometimes comprehend, as well as mind-boggling prop diversity and usage to emphasize the meaning behind the words and the man behind a somewhat stiffer mask all the Tokn fangirls can appreciate. Tokn has been kind enough to share the beloved Clive with all of us. His unforgettable wasp style, an improvisation, yes, dears, you know what I mean. Included in his honey-dripping musical compositions. Tasty. Now, after a whopping 24 music video parodies of sliptokn and others, in only a style Tokn can create, he continues his emergence until 10,000 subscribers, or maybe more. Now I give to you Tokn's worldwide interview debut with yours truly, the Metal Kitty. Thanks! Hello, Tokn, how are you today?
Yes, dear greetings to you, the Metal Kitty. I am doing great. How are you?
Could be better. Thank you so much for giving me this interview with you. You are a mysterious creature across the pond, and a lot of us, a lot of people, not only just Americans, are very, very curious about you.
Yes, dear. The mystery.
Yes.
The mystique. The man behind the curtain.
Yes. All right, so I do have some questions for you. You did agree to answer roughly 10 questions. I said 10 swings around my stripper pole, please, and that would be most appreciated.
Yes, dear. I look forward to the questions.
Wonderful. Okay, so question number 1. It's going to be pretty easy, okay? So just bear with me. Okay, so you're hailed as the best ST is short for Sleep Token, cover artist, okay? How does that make you feel?
Yes, dear, extremely special. The best cover artist, keeper of wasps, master of the instruments. Yes, dear, Clive's work is indeed starting to pay off. The effort, the composition, the slop. Yes, dear.
Yes, I've noticed. May I ask, who the f*** is Clive?
Clive is the owner of the house, the master of disguise, a state of being, a grower of fruit, crops, chives, and of course, the hives, a deep diver and explorer of all things music. Clive, the creator of the hive, fuel for the drive, the vehicle, the boss, the man behind the curtain. Clive.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you. Okay, and next question. Is it true that your heart's desire is to meet 10,000 subscribers on YouTube? Or is it okay for 10,001?
Yes, dear, the Metal Kitty, you, Tokn, me, is determined to reach this milestone, as I, over time, have borne witness to the inevitable increase. My eternal levels of joy have subsequently increased, which in turn has begun to spread amongst my fellow wasps, the fans. However, once I reach 10,001 joyful wasps, the quest to grow further shall indeed continue. You cannot put a number on joy. Yes, dear, the cheer, the serotonin, the hummus.
Okay. Well, that's really great. Sleep Token is releasing their new album in May. Obviously, we're in May now. And their first song release was called Emergence. And it clearly has your signature sound that I noticed. And I was just wondering, have you ever thought deeply about how maybe Vessel is somehow reaching out to you, trying to touch that soul of yours and connect with you and collide with you and Clive and sleep all together in one bed or something? I'm just saying, like, do you think maybe he's giving you a little shout out?
Well, you know, the Metal Kitty, you, Tokn me, was most shocked to hear of the sound we all refer to as standby. Now, and one can only hope that this is indeed an upward movement followed by the accompanying downward movement, which combined we refer to as a nod. Yes, the calling, the nod, the theories. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love your excitement. That's great. I think you must have had a monster or 5 espressos. So that's great. That's really great. What's it say? I'm sorry. I can't.
Clive. Yeah.
Okay. Clive, Clough. So
Clive. The wordplay, the poetry.
I've noticed you're very you play good on words. That's nice. That brings me to my next question. It seems that you have some really, really mad skills when you break it down into your signature wasp style. We first heard it in the Hypnosis cover, as far as what I remember. It first appeared there, and I was just wondering, since you do have this talent, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are aware of it, I've read the comments, and I was just wondering, do you feel like maybe we will be seeing an album from you for your followers anytime soon?
I shall only say this once, be clear.
Okay.
Tokn is crafting an album, yes, dear.
Okay.
Original songs from a restless mind, a tapestry woven, one of a kind. The originality, bold and bright. The collection, a sour sight. The instruments, dancing in perfect array. Each note a whisper, a shout, a sway. It shall embody the style of the wasp, a force unseen, yet rich and vast. In 2026, the world will know that wasp style lives. It is the finest show. Yes, dear.
That is amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Really, I am. And I think there's a lot of your followers that are looking forward to it. When you break it down into wasp, you are amazing.
The poetry, the bars, the pubs.
Great. All right, so we're going on to the next question. In my opinion, I believe that you have some really great dance choreography that you have come up with, I've noticed. You know, Lord of the Dance, right? He sucks. So I was just wondering if possibly with your latest Carmel release, or should I say Carmack release, we noticed that you did a little bit of a jiggy jiggy jag jag Latina style, and I was just wondering, would you be happen to be maybe possibly trying out for a backup dancer for maybe J-Lo or Shakira?
Yes, well, I will tell you that my hips do not ever lie. The movement, the flexibility, the influence. Tokn was born an emotion, a human instrument that will dance until his last breath.
Oh my God, I love it when men scream. Okay, so we know that Vessel seems to play with his, Vessel seems to have a lot of sex appeal. I mean, you know, the girls go wild with him, especially when he plays with his little playthings like Bassy Boy or guitarist. So that really kind of begs me to ask you this question. Will we be seeing a little bit more of your flesh? You know, you got little girl fangirls too, you know, right?
The females, the flirtation,
Yes.
the consideration,
Please?
the skin, yes dear, the workout, the fruit consumption, the figure and appeal, the big toe reveal.
Yes! All right. I love some toe.
Dear. Foot and limb.
I could definitely, yeah. I've seen your feet, so yeah, that's good for me. That's great. I'm happy for that, and I will be watching specifically, clearly pausing and zooming in. So, going to the next question, okay? So Vessel has changed his mask about 4 times now, and just questioning, will we see you metamorphosize into something a little bit more, or are you gonna stay with your current attire?
The quality, I can assure you, is of the utmost finest. Dunder Mifflin, the expense, the cut, the quality. Only the finest paper is carefully selected to then be metamorphosized into the perfect specialized envelope. Yes, dear, the posting.
I had to ask.
The posting, the letters, the post-facial.
That's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know if it was Dixie Play or if it was maybe Bounty, maybe, I don't know, or just your basic 8x11 printer paper.
Premium quality gold from the Garden of Eden.
Perfect. Okay. Well, sounds good to me. All right. So, yeah, and just, I was just asking for a friend about the, Dixie plate and how stiff it was, but, anyway.
The rigidity.
Yes. So, my last question. It's not too serious, but just wondering how the fans have been treating you as far as Sleep Token fans. Have they been open and welcoming to you and enjoying your slapstick kind of covers of Sleep Token? I know some can be very emotional and no funny bone, I guess. And others I hear, they rave about you and love that you can just joke. So I personally think that with Vessel adding in your signature, I think I'm not going to speak on his behalf, but I would say that I don't think he minds it so much.
You know, the theories will always exist. However, hate, is sometimes received on the end of Tokn, me. However, Tokn, me, my mission is to spread so much joy that the world will indeed live in a giant oyster within the house of Clyde Joy in order to create a world of joyful jives and joy, joyous of anybody with a Jeep.
Well, that's good to hear that everyone's kind of been more chill with you rather than, giving you that hate. And those people, by the way, can you please forward me all of their names and I will do my best to take care of them for you.
Yes, dear, the mission, the hunt, the convincing. Yes. Yes. So let's make corn on the cob while Clive's in the limousine flying with the flies now. Yes, dear.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy. And I hope to be reviewing, I believe you just released something, right?
Yes, dear. Just a few hours ago, my next best cover of the song Damocles has just released.
Damocles. Okay. All right. So maybe you'll be one of my first bands that I review.
Yes, dear. The hope, the cherry popping. Yes, dear.
Yes, hell yeah. That's all of the questions I've had. Do you have any questions for me by any chance?
Yes, dear. How does it feel to be back after what you refer to as the hiatus?
It can be overwhelming sometimes. And like you, not all comments are joyful, but I do know that I do get a lot of wonderful comments, and I do know that some of my reviews and some of my topics that I talk about resonate with people, and that's what we do, right? So all we can do is try to be who we are and bring some joy to others, even if it's a little bit less lacking in our own lives. But I'm going to tell you right now, watching you brings a lot of smiles to my face. And thank you for that, because like people like me with manic depressive disorder, we go to the dark side, and sometimes we just need a little cheer and laughter. So I appreciate you very much.
Tokn, me, is familiar with the mindset you refer to and understands the relatability, which is why ultimately Tokn, me, would like to spread joy to the masses. So as long as you hold your head up high and remember that life is way too short to not be long, dear. Yes?
Okay, well, it's been great to speak with you, and I appreciate the time. All right, so this concludes the interview with Tokn, and let's hear your comments, guys. He wants 10,001 subscribers. Let's get him that, guys. All right? I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and subscribe. Keep it metal. Brutal. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What to say about Tokn and us and what we talked about? That was a very interesting conversation, to say the least. Of course, I got to ask him those questions, and they were just random, funny questions. But afterwards, we did have a little bit of a chit chat, and I got to know the man behind the mask. And I can tell you, he's a good man. He's a kind man. And he does want to spread his cheer. And he is like that off camera as well. So please help him reach his goal of 10,000 subscribers. Or more, of course, as he stated. And help me reach mine as well. If I had to ask him a question, something that maybe I forgot, I would ask him, why is there certain songs that he hasn't done his parodies on? I'm kind of happy he hasn't done a parody of, let's say, High Water, because that's one of my personal favorites, and it's a very emotional song. Even Sliptokn hasn't performed it live. If I wanted him to do a song to see what he would come up with, I would say probably Jaws. Oh yeah, I'd want him to do a parody of Jaws. Just cause it goes, you know what I mean? Like, I could see him doing something cool with it and clever, and then of course it's super, it's like one of the most sexiest songs ever from Sliptokn. One of my personal favorites. But yeah, I would like to see him do Jaws. There are songs that I think, no, don't do a parody over. They mean so much, and I'd probably punch him in his gut if he did. But no, I don't think I'd do anything like that. I would keep my hands to myself, in a good way. Yeah. Another question would probably be, has he ever been to a Sliptokn concert? You know, maybe I bumped into him sometime, or I don't know. It would have been funny, like, if like we were both at, like, let's say the room below or something like that, and he was like elbow to elbow with me and I didn't even know. That's crazy. But yeah, there was a couple of things that I had thought of afterwards. I was like, man, shoot, I should have asked that. Or am I allowed to ask that? Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and like I said, please help support Tokn and his channel. Go to his channel. I have all the links posted below, so you can easily click support him. He's on TikTok and Instagram, so please just go and follow him, and let's get his subscribers up. And please, if you like my content and my channel, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Right up here. Woo-hoo. Yeah, please subscribe. That really does help all of us YouTubers out to, you know, hopefully make some money. Hopefully. Anyway, I could use that dollar. I live in California. I could use the dollar. Anyway, thank you so much for spending your time listening to this asshattery. I appreciate you. Thank you. Keep it metal. Keep it brutal. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby.
I was getting lined up like a prototype, and now it's all lies on the hype and the buzz and the name of the band that we know is Clive. Getting down with the vibe of the type. Everybody wanna be a part.